call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Elizeu Zaleski dos Santos takes on Neil Magny this Saturday on the UFC Fight Night main card. And this is two very seasoned veterans squaring off against each other. You know, Neil Magny been in the UFC for forever now, it feels like. 37 years old, tons of fights, fought the who's who at 170 pounds. Taking on Zaleski, who's also very, not very old, but getting up there in age, 38 years old. Who's had a lot of experience in the UFC as well. Made his debut back in 2015. Neil Magny made his debut back in 2013, coming off of the Ultimate Fighter. So, you know, Neil Magny, very tall and rangy for the division, 6'3" with an 80-inch reach. Zaleski is 5'11" with a 73-inch reach, so he's going to be 4 inches shorter and giving up a 7-inch reach advantage against Neil Magny, who's coming in off of a loss to Carlos Prates. Got knocked out in that fight. Before that was knocked out by Michael Morales. Was able to kind of outlast Mike Malott in that fight to get a win in the third round. Lost to Machado Gary before that. Split decision to Phil Rowe. Finished by Gilbert Burns before that. So been kind of 50-50 as of late. Lost to some really good guys. You know, Prates and Morales are top tier welterweights, as well as Ian Machado Gary, and got a win over Mike Malott, who's also very good. Lost to Gilbert Burns, beat Daniel Rodriguez, lost to Shavkat, so really only losing to really good guys. He is very skilled, you know, stays safe on the feet for the most part. Good grappling, but, you know, obviously can be hurt and put away. Finished on the feet or finished by submission. And, you know, Zaleski coming off of a knockout as well against Chidi and Jaquani. Beat Zach Scroggin on short notice before that. Lost to Randy Brown before that. Went to a majority decision with Renat Fakhratinov. Has some decent wins. Has a win over Benoit Saint Denis. Muslim Salikov went to split. Did lose by KO to Jianglong Li back in 2019. That was kind of the beginning of a downward spiral for him in terms of being 50-50 and kind of looking his age. But I am going to go with Zaleski in this one. I don't think we have to worry about Neil Magny chinning Zaleski on the feet. I think he's a high-level black belt with, you know, very good grappling. He's got tons of experience. I don't think he needs to worry about Neil Magny really wearing on him and punishing him on the ground. He's got 68% takedown defense, so I think he'll be able to keep this fight on the feet at range against Neil Magny and just kind of pick him apart, maybe get the KO himself. So I'm going to go with Zaleski dos Santos to get this one done. I think he finishes Neil Magny. If he can't finish him, I think he'll be doing enough to get a decision win. I haven't looked at the odds, but Zaleski is minus 215. I can understand that. Again, I think the only concern here is gassing out and getting kind of outlasted by Neil Magny. Maybe Neil Magny gets him in the clinch, kind of beats him up there, wins some rounds, stalls a little bit, maybe gets some takedowns, gets some positional points, wins some rounds, but I don't see Neil Magny chinning him. I think he's going to have to get him to the ground and outwork him there in order to get the win. I don't think he finds a submission over somebody as crafty and skilled as Zaleski, so I think Zaleski will be able to keep this one on the feet, land the better strikes, maybe get the KO, but I think he definitely gets the win in this one over Neil Magny. Thanks.